Hello YouTube, I'm here today to give an update on my bolt action I built and then my CZ455 varmint. So the one update I've done to my 308, as you can see, I painted the barrel. Everything else is the same. So it's just this camo pattern. Came out okay. I didn't do the greatest job, but I was kind of rushed. So gun's still shooting great. I took it out to 1,000 yards last weekend because I moved and was hitting no problem once I got adjusted for the elevation. So pretty sweet. Thing's a tack driver. I think I have over, I want to say 16 or 1,700 rounds through it easily. Have all my brass. So still shooting great. And then they're both unloaded too real quick. I'll just show that because people get all upset. So there's nothing in the chamber. And then there's nothing in the chamber. This gun, my CZ455, I borrowed my friend's scope and I put my bipod on it and I took it out to 100 yards before I moved. I was getting about a half-inch grouping if I did my part and the wind wasn't too bad, so thing's definitely a tack driver. I might bed it still. I think that's the next step, is machine some aluminum pillars, put them in the stock and bed it, or just buy a Manners, I think it's the T4 stock that you can buy with the inletting for the CZ455. I'm not sure which route I want to go just yet, but I think it's a tack driver, so I should hopefully be getting parts in the next month or two. I want to say I'm not really rushing on this project, but just something I'm hoping to do. Also, after shooting this gun quite a bit with my buddy's fixed 10 power SWFA scope, I feel like I have enough rounds through this to really comment on the trigger, because I've put, I want to say, roughly 500 to 600 rounds through it. Everyone on the forums and on YouTube, they all complain about the trigger and how it's not that great from the factory. Sure, it's not like my Timney Calvin Elite 2 in this, where it breaks at 12 ounces and I'm good. It does a little higher weight for the trigger pull itself, but I don't think it's not. I mean, it's pretty darn smooth in my opinion. The sear engagement looks good. I've been cleaning it, and I've also noticed too, before, when I first got this gun, the bolt right here. Let me see if I can. Jesus, one sec. The bolt manipulation was pretty rough. After racking it probably 700 times, it's pretty smooth. I mean, it still binds if you load up the side just right, but otherwise it's in and out. And then also the machining marks on the receiver themselves right in this little pocket on the metal right here, if you can see. Probably not, but right in there were some machining marks. Those have all worn off, and you can see the material's wearing down. That's what that is. It's getting a lot smoother, so it still looks great. It's not too bad. I might thread the barrel if it's worth my time, or just buy a new barrel and put it in. I'm not sure if I want to go with a Lilja or just buy another CZ barrel, because I mean, the thing shoots fine with the one it has in it. So that's the big update on these two guns. I can also give an update on my EMP. I have roughly 3,500 rounds through it, and I will say that thing is buttery smooth now. It's totally worn in. I mean, gun runs like a champ. Also, two things to note. People get real concerned about, specific gun greases and everything. I'm a cheap ass, and also just basic physics here. It doesn't really matter what fucking grease you run. I run, I think it's marine grade, like grease you can buy at an automotive store. It comes in the tube for like $3. I run that on my lugs for my 700. The bolt itself, I just cleaned that off once I put it on, just so there's like a real thin coat, but mainly on the lugs because that matters. Um, and then for this, I put a little bit of grease on the bolt handle where it actually locks up to the receiver. I don't see the point of spending $13 for a 4-ounce thing of grease or even less. Just buy some automotive or marine grease. It works. Even axle grease works. All right, that's all.